Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 retro classic scents from the 80s and 90s. My name is Barry and this is Sensualize. So today we're looking at the top 10 fragrances in my collection from when I was growing up. We're looking at the mid to late 80s going into the early 90s. I'll start off with 3 honourable mentions which I don't have in my collection, which I should have, to be fair. First one being La Mal. I've got La Mal Eau Fresh, but I haven't got La Mal. I think that's one I'm going to have to go out and buy. I know it's been reformulated a few times and it's not as strong as it used to be, but that was one of the main clubbing scents that I used to wear. Another one is CK1. I know CK1's a bit unisex, but at the time everybody was wearing it, and nice clean fresh scent. And the other one, which I haven't got in my collection, which I was looking to purchase, is Eternity from Calvin Klein as well. And that was 1990 that one came out. And I know there's a Parfum version out now which has got a bit more depth to it. So we'll go on to the number 10. So we start off with number 10 on my list, which is from Davidoff, and this is from 1988, and this is ZENA. This is a classic masculine fragrance with elegant floral heart of rose, geranium and jasmine, and then the dry down you're going into the patchouli, the rosewood, the sandalwood, and you got lavender and sage in there as well. Really nice, which I've only recently been put onto. It's not something that I smelled back in the day. I think it was Max Forte that put me onto this one. Well, it's well worth a look. So we go on to number 9, and this is Calvin Klein's Obsession from 1986. It's got citruses in the top. Then there's the main heart of it is warm and spicy with cinnamon, amber, vanilla and sandalwood. If anybody saw my top 5 Valentines, this came in at number 1 on there. It's ideal for a cozy night with your other half. Right, on to number 8, and we've got Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. This was from 1994. Another masculine scent with a lavender, lemon, pepper and tobacco. Slightly herbal, but very masculine. Really nice scent, and I know it's been reformulated. I haven't smelt the reformulation because I've still got some of this bottle left. But when this one goes, I don't know what I'm going to do. On to number 7 on my list, and this is Drakkar Noir from Laroche, and this is from 1982. Aromatic fougere, similar to, many people say it's similar to YSL's Jazz Club. It's got a bit of a barbershop feel to it, and a shower gel sort of feel. It's a really nice scent. On to number 6 on my list, and it's Ted Lapidus Pour Homme from 1987. This is honey, incense, tobacco, pineapple, patchouli. It's a very powdery scent, but masculine and animalic at the same time. Really nice scent. On to number 5 on my list, and this is from 1989, and it's Dupe, or Yop as some people call it, Homme. This has got to be my first sweet fragrance that I had. It's warm and spicy. A lot of people say that it's also unisex. I can see why women could get away with wearing it. It's got cinnamon, vanilla, heliotrope, which is like an almond smell. It's very nice. On to number 4 on my list. This one's from a bit earlier. This is from 1966, and this is Aramis. This is leather, oak moss, patchouli. It's not something I was wearing until I think it was the late 80s, early 90s, but it's another really nice masculine scent, and one that you could smell whenever you used to go clubbing or to pubs. Really nice smell. On to number 3 on my list, and this is from 1981, and it's Yves Saint Laurent Kouros. Now, this one, some people don't like it because of the animalic side to it. I think it's the Civet which is in it, but I really like it. It's got honey, leather, musk. It's quite powdery, a bit like the Ted Lapidus, but I think it was Fragmental said that his sisters, it reminded them of Greek waiters, which I can totally get where he's coming from with that one. It's really nice. On to number 2 on my list. This is from 1988, same time as the Davidoff ZENA was released. This time it's Davidoff Cool Water. As you can tell by the name, this has got a seawater feel to it. Lavender, mint, lots of green notes, and it's a cheap version really of Creed's Green Irish Tweed, and it's a very good job. Everybody was wearing this back in the late 80s and early 90s. Really nice scent, really fresh and invigorating. On to number 1 on my list, and this is one of my all-time favourites from Dior, and it's Fahrenheit. Such a unique smell, something that I don't think has been replicated since. If someone does know of a fragrance that has got a similar sort of vibe to it, I'd love to know what it is, and if you can leave a comment and let me know. So the main note in this is a violet leaf, the leather, nutmeg, lavender. It's really nice, and it was my signature scent during the late 80s and early 90s. But back then, before I had the multiple fragrances, you only really had 1, 2, 3 fragrances at the very most, and you just used to alternate different nights using different fragrances. Right, that's the end of my top 10 retro classic list from the 80s and 90s. Is there any which I've missed off, which you'd like to have seen on this list? I'd love to know what you were wearing back in the 80s and 90s, and what you'd recommend that maybe I haven't tried and I should get my nose on. All that's left for me to say is that you could like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.